Happy Tuesday? No, Taco Tuesday. Or what did you say you were having?
It's Puerto Rican Tuesday, man. I had Puerto Rican food tonight. It's good, man. So as y'all can see, I'm not in my normal time of place. I'm a different place, but it's all good. We're still making it happen here.
Yeah, so please forgive us, right? Because I think you were able to buy us about 40 minutes, right? Just to talk
Yep.
cowboy, talk a little bit of cowboy talk. And of course, today was a big day in the NFL, right? Harv? I mean, uh wow. We saw we saw some people get paid today, man.
We
And
did, man.
we're seeing a unique strategy kind of lay out, right? Made you kind of think, as much as people hate on the Dallas Cowboys, they gotta love the Dallas Cowboys because look at the Baltimore Ravens for a sec, right? Because we saw what happened with Daniel Jones. Now it's a copycat league. They gave Daniel Jones the same contract as Dak. Is that a factual statement, Harvey?
Pretty much, man. Same exact contract.
I mean, it's crazy to think that Daniel Jones is a 40 plus $1 million quarterback. Like, hey, hats off, right? I mean, do we give him a round of applause? I mean, I'll tell you this, man. I know you get raises when you do a good job, but you got 1 year to he has 1 year proof and he got paid like a superstar.
And the first 3 years were horrible.
That's an actual factual statement.
So somebody on TikTok said, "Can you believe the Giants played Daniel Jones 40 million and he never beat the Cowboys in his life?"
And that's a true statement, Art. Dude,
that was what Russell Dyer. That's
he goes,
pretty
Daniel
funny,
Jones'
man.
division record is horrible. He can't beat the Cowboys or the Eagles for that. Say, I that's actually one of the things that I was taken away from it. I was like, there has to be, there has to be a situation where the NFL and players can come collectively and see, hey, you know, and players need to ask themselves, right? Because it's a really fine line, right? It's just like me, if I ask an employer to give me a raise, well, I got to be able to show my worth, right? And Lamar Jackson is asking for let's go to Lamar Jackson for a moment, right? Because for the Lamar Jackson, he got what was it? The non. Can you explain that real quick?
Yeah, the non-exclusive tag, which means that he can go out with he can get talk to teams and see if they'll be able to give him a contract that he wants. And then if they do and he likes it, then he lets the Ravens know, and then they either say, yeah, we'll match it, or tell that team, hey, we cannot match it. So you will owe us 2 first round picks. So pretty
It,
smart.
well, in the Giants situation, they couldn't do that, right? Because they had Daniel Jones and Saquon, so they had to keep one, so they had to push a contract through, and
But let's just be honest though. Do you really think somebody would want Daniel Jones?
that's a great question. Because if
So
you actually stop and look, if the Cowboys or let's say the Giants had that luxury of putting their quarterback out on, as a flea market, right? As it a flea market sale, right? Because you're showing, or a yard sale in this case, right? Like you have a yard sale. Hey, my quarterback is for sale. That kind of like it sends a very it sends a very unique um, statement, for lack of better terms, to the NFL. But in this case, I mean, damn, one took the higher road, but the other one didn't. And your point was, can you imagine if they would have done this, or the Cowboys, for lack of better terms, right?
yeah, I mean honestly, because you got to think. Let's say you do that, and you say, hey man, go find a suitor for you and see how much they'll give you. So what if a team comes back with, hey, I'll pay your guy 32 million? Well, guess what? Team, I'll be able to match that.
Yeah.
How where do you have I guess the power to say no, man? You can't.
Damn.
And that's a smart move by the Ravens, man. Smart move. Smart.
Le- It's smart, but how does this look as far as players that get drafted by them, or maybe even free agents that are interested in joining the Ravens?
So you got to remember, it's not like Lamar wants 50 million a year, 55, 60. Even that's the range, right? He's talking about guaranteed money.
The
He
whole
wants
line.
his whole contract guaranteed. And you got to think, how much revenue do these teams really get? They really have to front that money. So if anything happens to that player, you're still paying him,
True.
regardless of what happens.
Very true statement.
So that's hard. Not every owner is going to do that. So it's rough, man. It's different team, but I feel the Giants are kind of doing the same thing the Cowboys are doing. It almost looks identical, identical. But it's crazy to think that Daniel Jones is getting paid 40 million. That's insane.
We're getting some love on TikTok. Says here, what about Dak's money and nothing, right? Like in other words, come on. Like people have been like on about just judging Dak that he ain't no $40 million quarterback, yada yada yada. But he comes out Daniel Jones. I think Dak is definitely it's clear Dak is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
But
I
but
could choose
the
Dak to win.
but everybody has to realize that Dak signed that 2 years ago.
He did.
This is not 2021 or 20 whenever you signed it. This is 2023. It's a the 2 years have passed by and somebody got paid within that time $50 million. So the going rate went up. Now, if Daniel Jones were to sign that contract 2 years ago, I think you're probably looking at 35, 32 million, somewhere there. But now the going rate's 40 million for a quarterback at that caliber. So we got something on.
Yeah, Justin Fonda says, I love the show, guys. Try and tune in when I can. Hey, we appreciate it, man. And if you definitely want to be a part of the comment section, link is in the bio there in TikTok. You can join us there. Oh, Damien, New York Giant are in shambles, man. They're gonna know what it is to be a Dallas
Yep.
Cowboy and be a part of Cowboys Nation, man. They're they're paying a mediocre quarterback, hoping he will be the franchise, man. That's a good. That's even a that's a key word right there. Is he a franchise quarterback? I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Look at that. He's even like laughing so hard he's crying. I like what the Ravens are doing. So some
Yes,
people,
smart.
because the thing is, it's gonna get out of hand, right? I would like to think that here in the Cowboy Cast, I think we're the first ones to make this statement on the actual air. If the Ravens give in, they fully guarantee it. Now you're gonna have the next reign of quarterbacks. Just, I mean, literally, just making it up. Like it's just gonna make it so. It's gonna make it so NBA esque in the
Yeah.
NFL. So from what I've seen, all the reports is that no team is going to touch Lamar Jackson or even going to negotiate with him. Can you concur with me? Have you seen that report?
No, I haven't seen anything about anybody trying to or thinking about. I mean, you've heard the Jets want to trade for him and all these other teams, but is it true? We don't know. Well, hey, guess what? Guess what the Ravens just did? They gave him that opportunity.
Let's see
So
what this one does.
what do you do as Lamar Jackson's free agent? Like, hey man, nobody offered you anything. So what do the Ravens do? Hey man, 110, one. So this is the thing how people negotiate. This is just me. Hey man, I'll give you 150 guaranteed and I give you a $200 million contract. Now the negotiate, I gave you that, you didn't want it. I'm gonna offer you to everybody else and see what they say. And nobody offers you. Guess what? That just changed to 110.
This is this is almost like the art of war, right? Like they're literally negotiating. Like,
Because
hey,
because let's think, if the Ravens get two number ones, they can package that and get the number one pick next year.
true, very true. Or I'm pretty sure one of the ones would include this one, and they could probably package that, including the one from next year, and move up. And if let's say they like somebody like Anthony Richardson, which he's your guy. Now I'm seeing reports that he might be the first pick overall, which is insane. I mean, I thought at one point we're like, think he might be first round, and then we started hearing we're like, well, come combine. I think that his stock might go up, and damn, it's sky high right now, man.
It's true, man. I mean, I think the Ravens are doing it right though.
Let's see real quick. Last year alone, Daniel Jones was 0-5 against Dallas and the Eagles. Laughing out loud. Wow. Your quarterback is for sale. This is from SI West, the one that loves you so much, Harv. He says that's not unique. It's we don't want this guy anymore statement. I don't know if it's that. I think it's like what you're saying, right, Harv? You're saying it's like, hold on, man. What you're asking for is not.
It's like I'll put it like this. And people, anybody that went shopping, car shopping, SUV shopping this past couple of years, you're like, wait a minute, man. The sticker says 77,000 for a Tahoe Sport or whatever, 80,000. Yeah, man, I'll take it. They're like, nah, bro, it's 95,000 now. You're like, what? That don't make no sense. Now you got to negotiate. Like, hey, hold on, man. I mean, I'll pay 15 more than that, but I won't go more. It's negotiations.
It is
And the
negotiation.
Ravens know they can't, you can't lose out, man. How can you lose? If you sign him to what you wanted to sign him, you never lost anything because that's what you offered him. But if you do lose him, you get 2 first-round picks. To me, it's a win-win, man. But the other thing is, Lamar's good. Don't get me wrong. How many times has he been to the AFC Championship?
Uh so that's where people always want to tell the Cowboy Nation how bad Dak Prescott is, but let's be real, man. Lamar is he's a great athlete. I mean, he's great with his feet. Very limited with what he can do offensively as far as passing. I mean, if you, I think you've pointed this out more than anybody. Greg Roman really had him only, uh, look at what was it? Basically the middle and anything underneath.
Yeah, I wasn't very much of reading the field, so
Look at that. Russell Dyer says Dak is 10 times better than Daniel Jones, and Buffalo paid Allen and nothing. What do you say? Okay, Arizona paid Kyler Murray and nothing. So what? Lay off Dak. Come on, man. I've been seeing a lot of digs to Cowboys or Ramsey. Des been doing a lot of recruiting. Yes, he has. We saw the D Hop one. D Hop to the boys. I wonder how much it would cost. I think right now they're asking the going rate is a second round draft pick, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Um, they technically are franchise quarterbacks. The fans just don't accept them because they lose. I don't know. What do you think, Harv? Are Dak and Daniel Jones both franchise quarterbacks, but no, the fans don't like them because they just don't accept them because they lose. I don't know about Daniel Jones. He was to me,
yeah.
Daniel Jones was Daniel Jones was always like a project.
So this is the problem is that and and it's hard, right? Because you're like everybody was talking trash about Daniel Jones because he did play pretty bad last year. It was pretty miserable. Like there were some memes out there about him playing. But how did that change so fast from that year to this year with just a little bit of coaching?
Now, let me ask you this. We see that it was a successful year for them, and it actually helped Daniel Jones in this case. So let me ask you this. If we have a different outcome for the Dallas Cowboys, let's say NFC Championship, a valiant effort in the NFC Championship, is Dak worth it now?
You're talking about going to the Super Bowl or not?
At least
Y-
reaching the NFC Championship.
No, man.
Damn. Corey Shuttle says, I've been seeing a lot of digs to Cowboys and Ramsey. Did you hear that part? And about Des being doing a lot of recruiting.
He has been doing a lot of recruit.
What do you what do
I'm
you
not
think
gonna.
about that? Because D Hop
I,
was there with and
I'm
he
not
was
gonna. It's
asking,
just publicity stunts and them
but
being crazy.
D
I don't
Hop
think,
looked interested.
and that's cool. But guess what? What are the Cardinals willing to give up for him?
I think it's a second rounder is what they're asking for. What's the most that you would take? Because I mean, D Hop is D Hop. I mean, he can play outside.
I'll give up a fourth rounder for him.
Wow. I don't think last year that was the going rate for a lot of these wide receivers. I don't know about this year, man. D Hop's a beast, man. We all know that. Oh, David says Dak actually said he is looking forward to an extension. We
I don't want to get too much into it, but
we were
it's
just
so
talking
hard
about
not to.
he and you were just talking about this pregame
We
lobby.
were. So this is the thing he said. What was interesting, right? Because I look into a lot of things that people said. He's like, I'm actually fired up. And what's weird is like he wants it to happen. If it happens overnight, it does, or whatever, you know. But the part that was very interesting to me was when he said, now it's all about winning. What does that mean?
He got his money.
So now he's okay with, hey man, I'll do what it takes to win.
Kind of like a Tom Brady. You know,
Yeah.
Tom Brady kept on taking he got paid, and then when he got paid, he wasn't able to have the star-studded team that he needed around him, right?
Yep. Yep.
We really have to cut Tyron and Zeke.
Yes.
Zeke for sure. Tyron, I would like the Cowboys kind of find a way to let him ride up into the sunset. But I mean, how much does Tyron have left, Harv?
I say 1, maybe 2 years, if that. Maybe 1 left.
Oh, man, it's so hard to pay.
And the only reason I say 1 is because he didn't play that much last year. So I think this is his last year, man. But he has to take a super, I say, veteran minimum pay cut. Like he has to. There's no
He,
ifs or buts about it.
he would. Lamar is a good quarterback, just not worth what he
Yep,
wants.
that's true, man. It's true statement.
Hoodlum, where you
What's
been,
up,
Hoodlum?
Hoodlum?
Cheers, man. Red Bull, cheers to you.
Cheers to Hoodlum, man. He's been going through some stuff. I got you, Hoodlum.
Um, he is being greedy for being injured. Ooh,
I don't think he was injured.
I don't think he was injured too, and I think that that's why the Ravens are doing this because they know that he wasn't available
Yep.
when they needed him the most because he wanted to show them. All right, you don't want to pay me, fine. This is what you're gonna get. I think that's how ugly this is getting with the Ravens and Lamar. My biggest question though, because this is a Cowboys channel. If you want to get more football, follow me and Harvey on the East West football.
Yep.
And definitely this is where we're gonna start breaking down this stuff. But I will say this: my our the biggest question right now, and this is just like off the top of my head, is this gonna be repairable, Harvey? The Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent, and it
I
shows.
forgot about
Yes,
that. He's
that is
right.
true. He's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is for real. He goes for real. He is his
he's
own
right. I
agent.
forgot about that. Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
right.
too, man. It is kind of crazy, right? But I mean, because he doesn't want to give any of his cut, so it
No,
just
man, I
shows.
wouldn't want to give a cut to nobody either.
I don't see Lamar getting a better contract than the Ravens offered unless a team is really desperate.
100%.
Right now, what team is desperate? That's the biggest question. The, the Falcons already said they're already out. I saw a Bleacher Report and I saw some tweets about it too. I can see Tyron Smith packaged to cards for Hopkins. Whoa. Let's
That's
talk about that.
interesting. That's interesting.
They cut Zeke. Of course. I think it is kind of leaning towards Zeke being cut.
Yeah.
But they haven't put that out, and I know that's been bugging hard for a while. Daniel Jones got the Giants to the playoffs with by far the worst wide receiver core in the NFL. That is a true statement.
That is a true statement.
Isaiah Hodgins got paid, right? He got like a
But
little
so
2-year
so
deal.
so this is the thing, right? And I feel like because you got to think all this stuff because we're talking about blueprints. Are the Giants running the same blueprint we are or not? It's kind of weird because they kind of are, right? They franchise Saquon, or you know what I'm saying? So and then they paid this quarterback the same amount, all this, right? There's Lamar Jackson going on with contract talks. Um Hurst is coming up for a contract, all these different things going on, right? And how many times do teams really go to the Super Bowl? Not very many.
Not many.
Unless you're the Patriots, that's kind of like unreal, right? But you got to think what's weighing in on Dak and how much stuff happened at the end of the season for Dak. Think about it. Like, man, it did not look good when he was walking off that field.
It did not look good.
What goes through your mind? Like I couldn't get it because let's be honest, if I'm playing quarterback, that's on me. Like there's no running game, there's nobody. They paid me the money. I'm gonna go out there and I have to win this for my team, and I didn't get it done. If I'm thinking like him, I'm thinking, what do I got to do, man? I didn't play very well. So what are the things that I need to work on? And I look back, what receivers did I really have? And no offense, like we let Amari Cooper go, right?
Correct.
So was that Jerry Jones saying, "Hey, my $40 million quarterback, you got your money. You don't need a receiver now. Let me get other people for defense, maybe. It's all on you, bud. Like you have to win the games because you're getting paid. Go
Hmm.
win the games for me." Now Dak's thinking like, I'm not saying he is, but I'm in the back of my head, I'm thinking, man, I need more talent. I need more players. Like, was the $40 million really worth it?
I think you're right, Harv. I mean, when you
It has
stop
to.
and you look at it,
It,
you can hear it in his voice, especially with that. And we'll make sure we post that clip for everybody to see on TikTok and all the social medias. Um, but you can hear it in his voice. It's very clear. It's very evident that he knows how much help he needs. So these quarterbacks that want this excessive amount of money, it's good and all, but at what point? So your name can be just trashed all over. Now, I understand the Cowboys, they're the biggest, right? Because every mainstream media covers you. I mean, like literally Monday through Friday, even on the weekends, right?
yep.
Well, what up? What are y'all doing? We're stirring the pot, baby. We're bringing this to light. Lamar would look excellent with the Dolphins. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I think I think that would make him, and I think that would make the Dolphins an instant uh,
Yeah.
playoff team right there. They have everything in place. I mean, literally, like the one thing that's been haunting the Ravens is the wide receivers, right? And
Yep.
that's exactly what they have there. Tua, one of the worst quarterbacks on a good team. Damn, that's bad. Danny Dimes has Walmart receivers. Yo, hello. People don't understand. Zeke hasn't been declining every year since he has been drafted. Stats don't lie. People
Yep.
not understanding. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep.
I think Jerry Jones is one of the most important people of all. I don't know why, but I'm more on drafting O line first round, and I'm thinking either Dewan Jones or Steve Avila.
I
I
would. I'll
really,
be.
I
I'd be
really
happy.
like, I really
I'd be.
like Steve
I'd be
Avila.
happy with that.
I like Steve Avila, but I understand that Dewan Jones is very impressive for that size. But damn, man, it's kind of scary. The draft wide receiver in the fourth, fifth round. What wide receiver would be there, man? I mean, me and Harv have been doing countless mock drafts. Like, I mean, and it's crazy because the run goes on corners and wide receivers within the first 3 rounds, and it's over, game over. Like, I mean, if your team is in need because you failed to do it in free agency, good luck because you have basically the same problems you did a year ago. Because thinking about it, wide receiver class is deep and there's some studs.
Yep.
Unless you're Will McClay, you know exactly what studs you're looking for or what it is that you're looking for. I think for the most part, the Cowboys wide receiver group, it's not the worst, certainly not the best, but it's
Uh,
not the worst. I mean, the Giants were the worst. And I would like to see Jalen Tolbert evolve. I would like Simi Fahuku. I would like to see them involved. Only reason I would take okay. Oh, the only reason I take a wide receiver first round is Jackson Smith and Jigba or Zay Flowers. Man, I tell you something, man. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba, bro. I like him. He has that killer instinct in him. Kind of reminds me of you playing basketball. It's crazy. NFL quarterbacks act like they only get paid off the contract. He's right, man. Because Dak had made what 60
50
some.
million, 50
Yeah,
something
it was like
million
almost close to 60 million with all the ad deals and everything and
endorsements.
the mattress and all that good stuff. They take all the money and when they don't show up, they get booed off the team. It's true, man. We saw Dak get booed off in the first week one. Remember when he was going in to check his thumb? He was getting booed. No Josh Downs. It's sad, man. We'll see. Let's see
Josh Downs is the man.
let's see if we can get caught up on TikTok because I see that we have a good good little discourse going on there. It says, "Can Dallas hire Dez in the front office so he can recruit more players?" And the drama continues. They are proving
Hey,
smart. Ravens know the deal.
how do we not know Jerry Jones is not paying him under the table?
Ooh, that's a good question. I heard Lamar was signing with the Saints. Now, how can that be? Derek Carr just signed with the Saints.
Yep.
We're 1 week away from Cowboys Day, right? Which is, I guess he's talking about free agency, which is actually less than a week because on the 13th is the actual first day that you can actually start negotiations. 314, 314. Limited passer. What? That's from Got the Dub. I guess he was referring to Lamar Jackson as a limited passer. I
He
mean,
is.
for those that want to say that he's a one of the top passers in the NFL, okay, go ahead. Show me the tape though, and I'll show you what I see. Um, I feel we are stuck with Dak for another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be maybe a little bit longer if we reconstruct that deal
The
because
way they're talking.
that deal needs to be reconstructed and brought down to like what 25 million annual sal
I don't think he'll go that low.
32
I see 32.
because Gino did a nice little friendly deal.
I could see
3
30, 32
Would you have been mad if they would have gave him a deal like Gino 3-year deal?
for Dak.
Yeah, did you see Gino's
Yeah.
deal?
I wouldn't be
30.
mad.
What's his average? Was his average gonna be like 32 mil?
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Who's the other one? There's another deal that was done also.
But I could see Dak at 30 mil and bring in some players. 100%.
Would you be happy with a first for Ramsey and a second for D Hop? Damn. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard because Cowboys love their Dallas Cowboys. Geno Douglas says the Jets. So I don't know if he's referring to Lamar Jackson interested in the Jets, but I did see a report that Aaron Rodgers was talking to the Jets. So I think that could actually transpire this offseason is Aaron Rodgers finally leaving. It's so weird, right? Because didn't Brett Favre leave to go to the Jets after he left the Packers?
So this is my thing though, Jerry. Right? If the Cowboys are gonna extend Dak, if they know for sure they're gonna do it, they need to do it now. Let me tell you why. Let's say Dak doesn't want a pay cut and doesn't take one. Who's next to sign a deal? A big time deal.
Well, down the line,
In
or
the next year.
oh well, you gotta pay Trey Diggs and CeeDee Lamb.
No, I'm talking about quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Who else?
Uh, you got Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow.
uh, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert. I mean, the
So
names go on and on.
what do you think's gonna happen?
It just keeps on going up and up and up and up. No, you're absolutely right. I think that's why. Look, I see a comment. I want to kind of hurry up and get to it. It says Cy Wagner and Peterson from the Vikings. I also saw they let go of Eric Kendrick. What's his name?
Hendricks from the Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings, the linebacker. Maybe that's something Cowboys can look into. Although we saw that one of their Vikings former linebackers didn't work out for us this year. The Commanders are desperate. No, I don't know if they want Lamar.
They got out, man.
The Cowboys need a quarterback. That's from Geno Douglas. No, they don't. Dak on the contract is a steal. Jones on that contract is insane. It's not the same. Wait, just a couple of weeks ago, someone said the Cowboys have a good wide receivers on the mock draft show. I'm the one who says that. I'm the one who hasn't given up on the wide receivers. The salary cap is an illusion. True. But the thing is that what they're doing is just kicking the can down. Fresno State, Jalen Moreno Cooper will be there in the 4th round. I have been seeing his name a lot there in the 4th. This wide receiver class is, I guess he's trying to say like insane. Daniel Jones signs a 4-year deal, 160 mil. Yes, he does. Sign Wagner, Peterson, D Hop, biggest dream, 1st round for Ramsey, 3rd for D Hop. Sign Wagner and get running back Gibbs in the 2nd. Wait, when half of Jerry's team walks over Dak's big contract, all in for a season. Reconstruct doesn't mean take a pay cut. It just means he gets the money as a signing bonus. Correct, but they construct it in a sense where the annual salary is not
We're probably talking extension, man. I'm not talking about reconstructing. I'm talking about extension, extending Dak for more years.
a first for Ramsey, second for D Hop. But how do we pay everybody? That's the question. Cowboys about to have 30 to 45 million under the cap in a few months. But hey, how can they sign any more, right? And that's the thing with the Cowboys is that they could pay whoever they want to pay. Look at what he says. Dak been on TV laying on mattresses. He has. I can see Turpin being our Josh Downs. Oh, hey, what's up, Hillum? Damien kind of got you there. 49 clowners show that you don't pay a quarterback big money. Pat Mahomes only getting 150 mil, that 100 mil less than Watson. I think that's the one that I want to get to. It looks like when we look back at that contract that they did for Patrick Mahomes, that's a pretty good contract for an elite quarterback.
Yeah, because he wanted to win.
That's crazy though. 10 years. It was unheard of when we saw it, right? Did you all watch the combine? Of course we did, man. We loved it. No, Damian Turpin is not nowhere near Josh Downs. That's like a WWE's wrestler trying to box a boxer. It's a good one. Well, technically, we don't know how college players would transition. Now Turpin is a USFL MVP. Can't compare them. It's kind of hard, right? I'll take Turpin instead of Josh Downs. That's my opinion. Josh Downs route running might be better, but Turpin showed why he belongs on the NFL team. Hey, settle down, Javi. I
Well
tell
said.
what's the matter? That there he is, man. Where you been, man? We've been waiting for you, Jose.
Well said.
If Turpin, yeah, because today we only got like 40. We only got 40 minutes because Harvey's a little bit busy. He's you can see.
I'm in a ski resort on business.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Okay.
If Turpin's good, why he ain't play? If Jabril is so good, like y'all Cowboy fans keep thinking, why they start Clark, who had a devastating injury over him? Ooh, it's a good question. I will say this: Jabril Cox. That he is definitely what's the word? What's the right word for it? That's a weird situation. How about that?
I think he's like curse.
I think I heard from somebody that that's what exactly what he wants to play is that role as J. Ron Curse. But it is kind of unique that he didn't even play any downs at linebacker, and when he was in college, he played linebacker and edge. Er- Um, Everybody talking that contract is horrible. Dude getting paid a crap a ton of money for being average. Yeah, he's captain, but not for what he's making. Talking about Dak,
Yeah.
Hulum, because Kellen Moore never played him.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
We we were down to Noah Brown, Damien. He ain't run not one route. They don't trust him.
That's true.
Eternal Dynasty says, as Cowboys fans, we need to temper our expectations when it comes to free agency. Every what do you say? They're proven they don't sign top players. Stop dreaming.
That's true.
Last player they signed big time money was Brandon Carr, right?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Dak doesn't need to be extended. Just say it. Let's just let this money run through and find someone now who can be ready in a couple years.
Jose, look at my face.
I love it, man. you know,
Hey, man, Jose, bro, you're right. You're
man,
right.
I know a bunch of people that do ski here in the
That's why. Hey,
United.
bro, that's why I ain't doing none of it.
I don't think Jabril is good. Y'all have to remember we have Dan Quinn. He the king of discovering players. I think you think he's right. You know, what's it? Tan chulo. You like to smile, man. But I mean, look at that. Mr. Texas 210, right? Hey, if you guys are new to our live on TikTok, click the link in our bio. We have a cap giveaway. Should be given away during free agency. It's gonna be the lineman lead the way cap. Um, I've already showed it several times, but the link is in the bio. Definitely subscribe to our page, and you're in that one. And then we have it's gonna be a true brand, the black paisley cap. That's gonna be the second giveaway that we'll do in April, second week of April. And then we're gonna have something special for you guys during the NFL draft, which I believe. I don't know. We'll see. I know those draft caps look nice when they come out. Oh, Damien, no, I'm talking about Tank Lawrence. His contract is horrible, dude. Getting paid too much. When we look at over the cap, he's getting paid 26 mil. That's crazy, man. I thought it was just like a 30 mil deal like last year, you
Yeah,
know?
but everybody says that, but it's like overall, how much really is it over the time?
Let me see.
It's not really. It's just the way they set up the money.
Cap number is 26 mil this year. But when you go into 2024, it's 16 mil.
But that's what I'm saying. It's at an average of so much amount. It's not 26 million every year. So
True statement. 26 mil in the cap. Yeah,
yeah,
he confirmed it and he was laughing. Let's see. Mr. Texas 210 says, "Go Cowboys, go." Patron, Patron 9164. Just put Javier in as quarterback. We would have a better chance. You know what?
yeah, crazy man.
How did you know that he played quarterback? It's still too much. Yes, it is. It is
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah, it
dude.
is.
And can Des stop posting videos with other dudes? Since when is Jerry Jones watching those vids?
He probably gets paid by Jerry Jones.
I wouldn't be surprised, man, because I think it's either gonna be. I know that he has a good relationship with Odell Beckham Jr., right? So we'll see about that one too. So that one's still out there for debate. And with that one, wouldn't need a any kind of draft capital, but we need to make sure that needs good, right, Harv?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Xavier Hutchinson out of Iowa. Ooh, man. Today's just a little 40, a little 40-piece chicken McNugget meal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're trying not to stay too long. We got some stuff going on over here.
Yeah, man. But we want you guys to join. We want to let you guys know that we're here. We're seeing what's going on. What did he say? Did you all see my boy Byron Young? Yes. He showed off. He showed up in the combine. Yeah, he was a combine monster. If the Dolphins make a move on Lamar, the Commanders may get Tua for cheap. Things could get crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really I will go OBJ. Sorry, at this point because I don't want to be trading away any assets right now. Thing is, the Cowboys still need to rebuild this core up for the long haul with Dak. Unfortunately, so we need to get the right players in ASAP. Uh, what it Jose says, and no one has talked about. Uh, I, is it Booby Miles? Not once.
Movie
As long
Miles.
as we don't draft Kelly Ringo. Remember we are talking about that? Kelly Ringo from Georgia.
Yeah,
Uh he did not know it looked like he didn't know how to track the ball down.
that was weird, man.
It was weird. Like he just lost it in the air and the way he tried catching it was doing this number. I've never seen a catch or he tried catching the ball like this, which is weird. Like Dolphins aren't not ain't gonna no first round pick. Oh yeah, the Dolphins don't have a first round pick this year because they were tampering. Shouldn't tamper. Uh, hi y'all. What's up, Steven? I was about to ask you how do you feel about your boy? What's his boy's name? Darnell Washington. There's rumors about him being linked to the Dallas Cowboys now, and I'm thinking to ourselves, man, that was through our chat before anybody started mentioning. And now I
That
just see Cowboys content creators just talking about that like crazy. Don't get me wrong. I like Darnell Washington. I said he was nice. I said he was huge, and in the combine he showed up. But damn, at 26, I don't know, man. Harvey, how do you feel about Darnell Washington at 26?
I don't know about 26, man. But you know who I think might take him though and take a chance on him? I already said this before. Kansas City Chiefs.
damn. They have the ability. He having penguin feet. I love calling that to Kelly Ringo. He has salute Jerry Javier. Yes, sir. Steven White, look, he's already on the ball. Dartnell. Awesome, huh? I go, yes, sir. Palmer from Nebraska shocked me. Yeah, dude. Darnell Washington is second round pick. I hope so, man. At this point, I think he already made his own pedigree, right?
I don't know if we are or not. I don't think he's second round. You think?
I don't know, man. I think he already 4.65. The crazy catches that he does. I mean, if he's used the right way and he has a good tight end coach, I think that we can see him being a first round pick. Um, I mean, I think with him, the biggest asset with him is his blocking. He's a good blocker, man. What he says, I rock and get around. Steenway feels good about that. Puro peo, Javi. You're going to the casinos. That was last week. This is a different one. Saints going to draft Darnell Washington. Hey, now that they have DC Derek Carr, yeah, because Derek Carr got a 32 mil contract, right? That's his annual salary.
Yep.
I think it's 31.5 for Gino. So man, those contracts are looking like what I guess good quarterbacks should be getting paid, right? Darnell Washington to the Saints, that would help him out a lot. He early second, Hoodlum saying only because he wasn't the man at Georgia. It was Brock Powers, man. Because if you look at it, that's the tight end they were throwing to. But I mean, shoot, that kid when he came and showed up. You think drafting the O line out of USC that tore his ACL in the fourth or fifth round, Andrew Voorhees?
I don't know, man. He's gonna be he's what 24. He's gonna be 25 next year. No, he's gonna be 24 this year, right?
Yeah, he's 23. He'll be 23 when the league year starts. Hey, he did what 38 reps on the 220.
We'll see, man. Maybe sixth round, but
Oh, Damien, DJ Turner, the 427. And Diggs brothers will not be coming to Dallas. Say it. Say it.
nope.
No, no. Dude was fast. Yes, he was legitly fast. I like Washington, but he did not have a lot of production at UGA. And they did throw to the tight end more than anybody. Yeah, Brock Powers.
Yeah, they did.
And Zeke will still be here. No, he won't.
Stop, bro.
Do not manifest that. You
Do not.
put that into the atmosphere. We don't need that
He's
right now.
gone.
I like Mock as T tells it all. That's
I like that dude.
Yeah, he is good, man. I like the fact that he played tackle, right? 26 Darnell because he's a freak. 11-inch hands to Deontay Banks, or if a top receiver falls. I think we talked about this most recently after what was it on Sunday? Said
Yep.
I think right now the two positions is corner. For sure, corner, right? There might be 7 in the first round. From what Walter Stringer from Detroit's ad was telling us, was like, damn, 7 first round corners in
You
this.
know what? I would be happy with Darnell Washington at 26. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Wow,
I'm not gonna lie, man, because it'd be interesting, would it not, Jerry?
it would be interesting. It would be interesting because I'll tell you this, it would work because definitely they want to. What from Coach Mike McCarthy wants to do is run the damn ball, right? Thank you, TikTok, for all the likes on TikTok. I really do appreciate that. Says I wanted Zeke gone 2 years ago. I wanted him gone after his 4 years with the Cowboys, man. How y'all feel about Nolan Smith? That is my dude right there, man. If he's there at 26,
He's not gonna be there at 26,
I
man. There's no
439,
way
439,
he would not be there at 26
or guard Osiris.
for sure.
I mean, at this point, everything's looking good. Jordan Addison was underwhelming. Ooh, Harv,
He kind of was, man.
that's your
I'm not
guy.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, we saw CJ Stroud and Jackson Smith and Jigba, and they put
Hey,
on the show.
Stephen White. I could see Darnell Washington like pancaking somebody and then going out for a pass.
I could see that too, man.
For real, bro.
I mean, you would have to run a very because the thing is, we got Payne Hendershot. We got the
Yeah.
Fergus shots, though, man. That's the thing. I mean, how are you gonna feed the ball to all these men? You know what I'm saying? The run game with Darnell would be awesome. Yes, it would. I think that it would help spark the running game. And like you said, with what you're saying, Harv, I think he'd be amazing with the chip, get Jake out. But what do you do with Peyton? I don't want to like. I want to see Peyton.
Yeah.
Y'all not taking a corner. Ain't no way the boys go defensive player in the first round. The last time we took a corner was name was Morris Claiborne, and that turned out not good. Highly disappointed people, big time. These people they get lucky with their. I mean, these players get lucky with their pro days. He's still fast, but people thought he was going to run a 4.2. That was what the reports were saying, right?
Yep. Yep.
Six linemen.
Yeah.
That is what Darnell would do. Move Darnell to
That
fullback.
bro, that would be bad. That would be very bad for people, especially middle linebackers.
Patron 9164 and 6 says we need to go back to smash mouth football to help Dak make our O line number one again.
We do.
Max protect like no other. Yeah, that would be a max protect, right? And Darnell does play fullback too. So
I'm
trip
on this
out.
hype train now, man. Let's just draft him.
Ah.
Let's just draft him.
I mean, look, at this point, when you look at the top tight ends right now in this draft class, who has the same measurables as him from the top tight ends? I'm asking a legitimate
He's
question.
a one of a kind.
That's what I'm saying. So if he like, I don't question his blocking. The thing is his catching. The thing is, he showed his one hand catch, 11-inch hands, crazy, insane. So
It's like a 300-pound man, like eating baby burgers, man. Like the dude just snatches the ball out of the sky. I don't know. It's crazy.
Steven says, watch his tape when he plays fullback.
I
Jeez
bet. I
Louise.
bet.
It started with you, Steven. Now everybody's on Darnell.
Everybody is.
Either Steve Avila or Darnell. Who's with me? Ah, don't do it. Don't do it. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if we picked Darnell at 26 and go sign Odell and Wagner. Okay, now you're talking to me. What's up, Ace? Let's talk about how crappy it was that Darren Woodson didn't get the gold jacket still.
Don't get me started, bro.
You're talking about the blueprint for the perfect safety, and he's not even.
Horrible, bro.
He's not. He's not in there, man. He's not the Hall of Famer. Schultz couldn't catch until he got to Dallas. You could teach catching. Damn, got me with that one, Hoodlum. You're right about that. He was a really good blocker. They are all still. What do you say? They're all the same, just some better. This is a freak player. We have two Schultz and on our team without Schultz. It's a good thing, but
It's like Gronk on steroids.
I will say this: the thing is that there's nobody has his measurables right now. Nobody, I don't see anybody 6'7" and being able to do what he does in the NFL. I don't even think who's the top tight end. I mean, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Kelsey, Kittle.
But they're not 6'7". They don't have that 4.6 speed that this guy has. I mean, these are the things that the Cowboys
264. No.
Cowboys need to take all this stuff into consideration. Hey, but that's it for us today. Stay tuned, man. All you gotta do, subscribe, click the notification. Notification lets you know when we're going live, all right? What does O'Dami say? We finna draft Deuce Vaughn in this draft. He's the shortest registered player in the NFL in the combine history. Well, keep it real. Thank you, TikTok. Hey, you guys be nice to each other, man.
Especially be nice, TikTok.
All right, guys. We love you, YouTube. And we'll see you soon, man. Hey, God bless you, man. And we will definitely keep it real.
Stay classy and keep